And now for our school pledge.
At Burgess Peterson Academy, morning announcements are handled by the students in English.
As future leader of tomorrow, my goal is excellence in every way, on every day. I use my mind to think, to speak, to write, to read, and to learn.
And the students also translate portions of the announcements into Spanish.
Juro la botar a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que esta representa una nación bajo la protección de Dios.
Tomorrow.
Driving.
Then it's down to business, with students working in teams in this second grade class, focusing on reading, fractions, writing, and test review.
As we have been studying ecosystems,
Science class includes a review discussion of ecosystems.
you all should be a little familiar with at this point. Turn them over. Let them swim out.
The discussion is followed by a practical exercise where students experience creating their own small ecosystems for goldfish. It's all part of an active, engaged learning environment at Burgess Peterson Academy, where learning is fun, collaborative, and important.
The number one thing that we do here at Burgess Peterson Academy is we have accountability for all of our students. And that means that we take the learning styles of our students, their interests, and their developmental needs, and then we look at the standards that we teach, and then we try to come up with a plan of action to make sure that all of our children are successful. We know that all children learn at different levels, but at the end of the day, our expectation is that our children, first and foremost, will meet the standards, and then we try our very best to exceed the standards at all times.
I was going to add a few tables, and then that's where I was
Students aren't the only ones learning at Burgess Peterson Academy. Teachers continually hone their skills at delivering instruction in an effective manner that drives escalating student achievement.
use larger grid paper.
We are engaged in our second year with Georgia State under the leadership of Dr. Lynn Hart, who heads up the Georgia State Math Graduate Department. And so she's really good at helping teachers to reflect on their math practices using an inquiry-based model. So you will notice that all of our math lessons are open with an exploratory question. We really are getting away from the traditional math where you write a problem on the board and you say, this is how to solve it. Our goal is to say, okay, how would you solve this problem? We also try to integrate literature into the teaching of mathematics, and she's been good at helping us to align books that will introduce a topic so that students will want to be engaged.
Okay, so the first thing we always do is to read and respond to the KidBiz email. So can you please log on and pull up the email for today's date, January 21st.
As with most 21st century learning environments, technology is integrated into the instructional programs here at Burgess Peterson Academy, with teachers and students employing desktop computers and electronic whiteboards as part of the teaching and learning process every day.
We use the Promethean board when we do math and sometimes when we do science. And we look at videos on the Promethean board and we be playing on the Promethean board.
I like when we get to do activities and go on the computer to do some research. And sometimes on Fridays, only sometimes, if we're really, really good, we get to have Fun Friday. We get to go onto the computer and we get to play educational games.
Burgess Peterson Academy is an important part of the larger community, with local residents and community leaders readily turning out to support the school, including at a recent Saturday tree planting on the campus.
I've been very lucky to have been affiliated with Trees Atlanta, and they asked me a long time ago if they could write a grant to put tree orchard here on our grounds. And they got the grant, and today they're planting 10 fruit and nut trees to develop an edible orchard out here for the school and the children. And basically what we're trying to do is to promote a healthy lifestyle for our children and let them know where their food actually comes from.
You know, the people make the school. It doesn't matter about the building, it doesn't matter about the bricks. It's the people, it's the environment, it's the relationship between the student and the teacher. We have a great set of teachers here and a great principal that really get the ball rolling. You know, the kids come home excited, they're excited, the parents are excited. So it gets the people involved. We're a community here, we're a small base, we've got everything from the rooter to the tutor, you know, as they say. You know, we've got a mix of everything. We've got multiculturals here. It's a wonderful environment, a wonderful learning environment.
Oh, it's very important. I mean, the community and the school really should work as one, I think, to really optimize the relationships. I'm active in the community association meeting here. There's always somebody from the school over there. They're always talking about the events and working on strengthening those bonds.
And proud parents of Burgess Peterson Academy students readily point out the academic progress their children have made here.
There's a lot of different things that they do with the children. He actually just made Star Student of the Month right over there on the wall. So I'm very proud. He's doing real well, and I'm proud of him. Teachers work hard with him, and very proud.
This is a wonderful school. I have had nothing but good experiences here. There is a lot of support for students. The staff are well supported through the administrators, and because of that, we are all able to work together so that we can come up with what is necessary for that student.
Burgess Peterson Academy, where excellence every way, every day is more than just a slogan. It is what's really happening in every classroom all the time in this tight-knit, nurturing learning environment.